Eaton-Evans and Morris Solicitors, live on the Facebook page for the final part of tonight's show. Good to hear there about that victory for Pembroke in the Alan Brown Cup yesterday. And of course, the controversy from the Ashes as well. I didn't ask you, Fraser and Gordon, are you expecting an England win in the third test? Could this galvanise them? Maybe. No. It's hard to see, isn't it? No? Straight no. Okay.
I'm just hoping it's not going to be a 5-0 whitewash, to be honest, mate.
I don't think it will be a 5-0, actually. I do think there's an England
win
in this. Yeah, I think the key thing is England need to be on it in the moments that matter, and that's where they haven't been really across the first two. In control, really.
I mean, Stokes' innings was superb, and we still didn't win the game with that superb innings.
Well, let's see what happens. I just have a feeling Headingley might be an England win, but I would still say Australia will win the series. I don't think you come back from 2-0 down.
How long did you say, Fraser, that England haven't won at Lords?
Twice in 90 years in an Ashes test.
Okay.
Yeah. It's Australia's record.
No, they're going there again for the last test.
All right.
Australia's record at Lords is sensational.
Incredible.
Now, locally, let's just have a quick mention for what happened in Division 1 in Pembrokeshire at the weekend. Neyland still top the table, don't they? They're 11 points clear of Carew. Carew were winners at Narberth, big winners by 108 runs. Neyland as well hammered Hebranston, didn't they? Neyland racking up 220 for 6 and bowling out Hebranston for 68, so winning by 152 runs. And the two meets, is that this Saturday, chaps? Yeah. So what do we make of the weekend's action then? Two good wins, and as you were at the top.
Yeah, it sets up this Saturday very nicely, doesn't it? It's Carew at home. I think it's a game they have to win. I think if Neyland win that, I can't see Carew coming back from that. I think that would probably essentially mean Neyland slipping up twice, and I can't see that with the form they're in. They're formidable, but being at Carew, and if Carew have a stronger side out, really good game. There's a lot of runs on that wicket. You know, it depends on the weather will play this week, but I was on it on Saturday. Won a lot of runs for us anyway, but they were for Carew. And it's, it's a small ground, and teams are getting big scores there. So it's a massive day. To see Carew win it would actually set up a tantalising last 5 or 6 weeks. So they'd pretty much be neck and neck going into it. But yeah, it could be a defining day this Saturday.
And to be fair, Fraser, I think Carew will be wanting to win it as well. You know, they're a competitive lot over that side of the water. Neyland are obviously the champions and strong, but
not Cresselli the champions, mate. You upset them.
Yeah. Well, okay. But I mean, they're going to go over there. Neyland in confident mood as well. They're not afraid who they're playing, and they got such strength and depth. But Carew, if any side can beat them, Carew could be the boys to do it.
Okay, we'll look forward to that, and we'll look back on it on the show next week as well. And I mentioned for Loreni, who are third, they're 7 clear of Cresselli, who are in fourth. Both Loreni and Cresselli having victory, so that battle for kind of third place seems to be quite close as well in the table, with not many between those sides. So yeah, as you say, interesting finish to come. In football, just before we move on to just cover the long course weekend, which happened on the weekend, of course. In football, I mentioned for 18-year-old Swansea City academy keeper Evan Watts. He's from Haverfordwest, and he's signed pro terms today for the club.
Yeah,
that's been confirmed, hasn't it? So well done. What do we know about him, chaps?
He's a goalkeeper. No, he was actually playing cricket for Haverfordwest, which Fraser will know about 4 seasons ago.
Wow.
And
good cricketer.
Good bowler, really good bowler. But unfortunately, Evan has picked up a couple of injuries of late, knee injuries on both knees, which had to be operated on. And it's really put him back in terms of his football development. But he's come through those injuries. He's only 18. He's played at every age group level for Wales. He's in the under-21 squad as an 18-year-old now. For him to get a professional contract, absolutely delighted for him and his family. Neil Watts, the dentist, his wife Debbie is a doctor at Winch Lane, and their son, his brother Harvey. The whole family will be delighted, and granddad Stuart Watts as well. I must mention him. So Evan has done fantastic. It's just the start of a long journey, and he's a grounded lad, really grounded. fingers crossed he'll be playing for the Swans in the next few seasons, and
good
Fraser won't be criticising him.
Good luck to him. Well, I think Fraser is quietly getting excited about the new season after I told him about Michael Duff on the show last week.
With our current goalkeeper situation, my Evan could be starting next year. It's pretty, they need signings on that front. But no, to fit what Gordon said, the Swansea City actually are going a lot more into Pembrokeshire now. You see them holding trials and stuff from a young age group. We've got Ramon Ciso as well, who's been there for now in a decade, only 16, and hopefully will go the same way with Evan now when he turns 18 and sign that contract. That same model, obviously Liam Cullen came through. So you hope to see more actually coming through in the next couple of years, and then hopefully Evan's the start of it.
Yeah, that's really good. We mentioned with Jack, he did the long course weekend swim, didn't he, on Friday? I can't believe that. 2 days before a cup final, he was swimming 2.4 miles in the bay in Tenby, which isn't easy. But we should say well done to everyone that took part in long course weekend. We've often debated whether, you know, it's different to Ironman in terms of the fact you get to break. You do it Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm not convinced that's necessarily a great thing, because I think you just wake up really struggling each morning and you have to go again. But once again, the athletes did a brilliant job, didn't they, in Tenby this weekend, chaps?
Yeah, of course. Attended by international athletes from all over the world, isn't it? Which tells you everything. Professional triathletes as well. It's become a huge thing for local clubs here. You know, look, it is a great event. You know, there's been issues with it over the years. Obviously, there was an issue in COVID where they didn't cover themselves in glory with what they tried to do with customers, but they did rectify that. And the actual event itself, you know, is superb. It's a disservice to say it's simply the build up to Ironman, because you're right, it's a completely different challenge. It's done over 3 days, and there's branch off events as well. You've got to remember that there's a 1.2 mile swim, there's a lesser bike ride, and there's a variety of runs on the Sunday. So no, it's you know, it showcases Pembrokeshire. Pembrokeshire is now a great venue for these events. We did the Welsh Triathlon in Fishguard the other week. It's because of the environment. I think we lend ourselves to it, and it's been recognised, so it's good.
Yeah,
absolutely. And Ironman not too far away, just over 2 months until that returns to the county. We'll look forward to talking about that in September. 10 days time, Haverfordwest County are in North Macedonia, aren't they? I don't know if you two have dusted off your passports, ready for that one, but that's come around quickly, and there's been some more good squad additions. And the club have confirmed as well. I think the Supporters Association are sending 2 coaches to Cardiff for the second leg. And Gordon will be on the air again next week, and we'll be talking about this. But it's coming around, isn't it? This game now, and not too far away.
The excitement is building to go out to North Macedonia. It's going to be a tough challenge for the boys, but it'll be a great experience. And we wish them all the best from Pure West, and hope it's not, you know, I hope they come back with a win. That would be fantastic. And then the following week, they're in the Cardiff City Stadium, the National Stadium. What a place to play. I'm just ashamed that it's a shame that it's not played at the Bridge Meadow. I really feel that, you know, hopefully everything will be in place in the next few years, and Haverfordwest can actually play on the European stage in their hometown. That would be fantastic as well.
All right, challenge for you two. I think it'd be great to speak to someone on the show who is going to North Macedonia next week. It would be brilliant to hear from someone how they're getting out there. Fraser's got a smile on his face.
You're going
from North Macedonia then? No, I've got contacts. I've got a guy down the road who calls himself a Haverfordwest Ultra, so I'll have a chat with him. The only thing is, I'm not sure his wife knows that he's going himself as that.
Well, that's the thing. I don't know how regular the flights are, so I imagine it will be a relatively long trip actually for fans going, and probably.
No, in all seriousness, you're right. I think they go. It's a 60-kilometer drive across country from the route he's going. I'll sort it.
Yeah, find out, and we'll talk about that on the show next week. We need to go. Thank you very much, Fraser and Gordon. Enjoyed your company as ever. We will be back again next Monday from 7 on Pure West Sport. Magnification with TJ, brand new show on Pure West Radio, is on the way next. It's good night from us.
Saundersfest, a brand new live music event in Saundersfest.
It is that time. You're now locked into the magnification of rhyme with me, Magan, aka.
All right, boys.
Are we off?
Okay. So,
yeah.
Nice.
All clear.
All clear. Oh my god.
Are we definitely
what a debut for Ross that was.
Oh, at least I've only got one more.
Are we, Ross? Are we definitely off?
I've queued everything up. Yeah.
I didn't see the broadcast ended bit come up. That was all. Maybe I missed it.
Oh.
Don't